G'day everyone, Lucas here from Aussie Gamers Express, and today I'm going to be addressing some Xbox One hate and some PlayStation 4 hate, as well as some pretty weird and wonderful tweets as well. So the first thing I want to say is that there've been a lot of, quite a silly conversations that I've been hearing going on, and I'm not going to name people individually in the tweets that I show in this video. I'm going to blur out their names. I don't want to call out anybody, but I've got to show their tweets, and I want to mention the things that have been said. Now, comments that are quite common when it comes to PS4 versus the Xbox One sort of online infrastructure, and people are always of the opinion that the Xbox One, like the live service, is far superior than the PlayStation 4 or the PSN or whatever you want to call it. Now, while I do agree that the Xbox Live situation is quite a strong one and has been for a very long time, there's not really that much room to say that the PlayStation Network is absolutely rubbish, because it just simply is not. Now, there's been some comments that I've heard around the trap saying that, you know, when games are released, they're generally down for like 6 hours on the first day on the PlayStation, but work absolutely fine across on the Xbox. Look, where that may be the case, it may be true. I'm not so sure that the actual networks themselves are to blame when it comes to, say, an IP having an online existence. Let's use Destiny 2 for an example. I'm pretty sure it's not Sony running those servers, and I'm pretty sure it's not Xbox or Microsoft running those servers either. It's more so the developers and the publishers like Bungie and Activision that are running the servers for a game like Destiny 2. So if one is down, say, on the PlayStation 4 versus the Xbox One, I believe it's the creators behind the game that are more responsible for that kind of behavior, rather than their respective consoles or networks that they are being delivered via. If I'm incorrect on this, please school me in the comment section down below. But let's remember, I'm not an engineer. I'm not any sort of software design and developer person. I just say it as I see it. Now let's take a look at the first tweet that I'm talking about here, and as I said, I've got the names blurred out. I'm going to read this one to you. Hashtag Xbox One X is shit. Man, I should have gotten a PS4. I go get NBA 2K18 and the damn server is down. Come on, man, no online. Hashtag my career. Well, like I was saying with Destiny, I'm pretty sure it's the 2K servers that are the issue here, not necessarily the network that you're on. And there's ways to check that. But look, I don't think many people really care too much about checking these things, rather than, look, if it's on my PlayStation and it's playing up, the PlayStation's to blame. If it's on the Xbox, then it's playing up, then it's the Xbox Live service that's to blame. Doesn't anybody ever look at the people who are actually making and distributing this game? They might be the issue here, or there may just be the fact that things are so intricate these days in the online experience and with current generation of games that things are always going to go wrong, and there's a lot of people wanting to play these games, and they can very rarely be properly tested, even through beta testing, before they're released. Now the next thing I'm going to look at, I've got a tweet here up on the screen that I'm going to read off for you. Xbox One X is shit compared to these blockbuster AAA games. Hashtag Paris Games Week. Alright, well, when we're comparing an entire console or a generation of games like is happening here, say we're talking about the IP lineup of the PlayStation 4 versus the whole ecosystem that is the Xbox One and the Xbox One X and S and all that sort of stuff, it seems to be a little bit weird to do so. Okay, look, there are some amazing games coming through on the PlayStation 4, and I do not deny that. I am looking forward to The Last of Us 2. I'm looking forward to Days Gone. There's plenty of games coming out for PlayStation, and there's a lot of hype right now for it. It is amazing. But to go ahead and say that all of this stuff makes what Microsoft are doing over at Xbox shit, that's fanboy stuff, really, because honestly, I don't subscribe to one section of games. I'm not somebody who says I want PlayStation and PlayStation only because the rest are garbage in comparison. While the PlayStation may have a better selection of games, that's my opinion. That's your opinion. That's not necessarily fact. But a lot of people like to argue these things as factual events, which they're not really. They're all opinion based. And we're all entitled to our opinion, but when we push our opinions on other people, then you get the shits, just like when those people knock on your door and say, "Hi, Jehovah, we've got a story about the Lord." You think that that's the way that everything that should be. I might not. So I don't want to hear your story and your propaganda. So telling other people that the Xbox is shit or the PlayStation is shit, you're barking up a stupidly large tree that you probably shouldn't be. Now, here's a tweet that I'm going to pop up on the screen here that is another one that gives a little bit of a giggle to people like myself. Let me read that one. Hashtag unpopular opinion. The Scorpio edition of the Xbox One X is a shameless cash-in. 4 little green words, a stand, wow, and a console cover design which looks shit. A console cover design, are they talking about the box that it came in? I don't know, a console cover design. And the little green words, I guess they're talking about Project Scorpio Edition, maybe? That's 3 words, but maybe Xbox Scorpio, Xbox Project Scorpio, I don't know, whatever. But essentially, when you're looking at this one and saying that it's a shameless cash-in, really the price is exactly the same. In Australia, the Scorpio edition of the Xbox One X was $650 and the standard edition was $650. So I don't know where this is a cash-in. Yes, it's an advertising strategy, and yes, it is specifically designed to get those that are really excited and the massive fans of the Xbox One, or Microsoft, or the Xbox in general. It gives them something to be excited about and something for them to collect. It's a collector's item. There was only a limited amount of them, but to say that it's a shameless cash-in, I don't think that's correct because, yeah, it's the same price. If it costed more, or cost more, yeah, maybe I would think that it was a ridiculous, shameless cash-in, considering they're charging more for the sake of a little print on the front of the console, as well as the controller that it came with. But it's not. It's all the same price. It's just there for the fans. Now the next one I've got here is a strange one. It's an owner of an Xbox One who absolutely hates their console. Let me read this one now. My Xbox One is by far and away the worst fucking console I've ever owned, and that's saying summit. Piece of fucking shit. Alright, well look, you may have some issues. I've had some issues with my Xbox in the past, which has made me swear and curse and all that sort of stuff, but it's a general issue that a lot of people have with a lot of devices in the world, not just gaming ones. Now, I also own, I own 2 PlayStation 4s, a Pro and a Standard. I also own 3 Xbox One systems, the original Fat, an Xbox One S, and the new Xbox One X. Now, I'm far from a fanboy because I also play games on my PC, and I've got a Nintendo Switch and a Wii U and everything like that. So I play on absolutely everything, and I tend to favour one depending on the time and the moment, and depending on where my friends are playing. But yeah, coming across as a fanboy is something I never want to do. But this tweet here, look, obviously you're having some issues. I would dare say that it's probably isolated to whatever has happened. But I've had issues on my PlayStation 4. The one behind me here has died. I've had to repair that one. Before that one died, that's actually a replacement for my original day one PlayStation 4 that completely died, that I had to send away and get a replacement, and now this one plays up. It's on the fritz, it's getting old, and it's very loud and probably is going to die very soon. Also, my PlayStation 4 is exhibiting signs of age. It is starting to sound like a jet engine. It probably needs to be dismantled and cleaned up because it's probably sucked in its fair share of dust particles from my dead skin flakes. Disgusting, I know, but it happens. But the thing is, with my Xbox, all 3 of my Xboxes, they don't make any noise. None of them do. They're not loud. They don't seem to play up. They play up software-wise, but I've not had any hardware issues. But with the PlayStation 4, I've had plenty. And I'm not hating on the PlayStation 4 here. I'm trying to simply explain that you're going to have issues with everything. My PC, I don't even want to start with the issues that I've had on the bloody PC. The only thing that I don't have issues with is all of my Nintendo products, 3DSs and stuff like that. I've got a DS XL, yeah, that's it, and a 3DS XL. I've got Wii U, Switch, Game Boys, even the Game Boys from the early 90s that I bought, they all still work as well. Nintendo's the only place that makes the consoles that last. Next one I've got here is joining in on the PS4 hate here, and it says PS4 is ass. It goes down and don't say shit. Well, look, I'll tell you what, my PS4 generally sends me any text messages or letters in the mail or speaks to me saying, "Hey Lucas, I'm about to go down and I'm not going to tell you why." The PlayStation 4 is not going to tell you if it's going to have an issue. Neither's the Xbox, neither's the Nintendo, and especially your PC is not going to explain what's wrong with it either. But there will be things that go wrong. Get it fixed, shut up and move on. Now, the next one I've got to show you, which is a tweet that, well, made me laugh more than anything. Not really being a fanboy saying that one console's better than the other one, more so just showing some love for his PlayStation 4. And by love, I mean he's showing some love. Let me read this one. My PS4 is coming home, and I can't wait to fuck the shit out of my games. Well, that's love for video games there that I don't share, especially because the CDs or the DVDs or the Blu-ray, well, they're Blu-rays, I should say, the Blu-ray discs that come, the hole in the middle just isn't big enough for a man like me. Now this one here is strange. Now this one is look, it's just strange. It's a weird thing to say. I don't know how you can come to this conclusion, but some people will say whatever the hell they want, and that's the freedom of the internet, and especially the Twitterverse. If you got a PS4, you hate yourself. If you got an Xbox One, your self-love is off the charts. Well, okay, that's one way of looking at life, but I'm pretty sure being an owner of a PS4 doesn't necessarily mean that you're a masochist and you want to hurt yourself or anything like that. I think that means that you just love very good games. And if you own both, I think you just love games in general and don't want to miss out on anything that is exclusive. And the fact of the matter is, in a day like today, and not just today, it's been like this for a very long time, there is a lot of exclusivity across video game platforms. Now this one here is just like the Mormons that come to your front door and want to preach their crap on you that you don't necessarily agree with, and it says here, whether you want to believe it or not, the Xbox One X is the most powerful console available. And there was a quick response there that got pinned to the top of this one that says PS4 is better, champ. Pretty sure this tweet was referring to maybe some specifications saying that the Xbox One X is the most powerful console in the world, which I'm pretty sure is accurate when you look at the stats. This is something that can be judged. To say that the PS4 is better, champ, well, look, you may think that, and you may even get away with it, saying that it is better in overall. It's got a bigger player base, it is more popular, but is it better? Well, that's subjective, that one, or objective. I always get those ones mixed up. It's your opinion. And I guess you've expressed your opinion, but everybody else goes... Now, the last one I'm going to look at here is a strange one. Well, not a strange one. It kind of made me laugh, and it made me think, geez, if you are going to enter a competition, check your Twitter, check your emails, because you could miss out on massive prizes, like our friend Snoogs. He won a PlayStation VR system, $550 worth of crap. That's awesome. The Xbox One X winner never answered his email. Picking a new one now. So whoever that was, you missed out on a free Xbox One X. That's a big thing to miss out on, considering it was yours for a short amount of time before you didn't reply. So that is all I've got for you today, everybody. Thank you for checking out this video. If you're still listening to me, I love you the most because you stuck around for the whole video, or you at least just skipped to the end to see if I was giving anything away for free, which I might be very soon. And just because you've stuck around to this part of the video, you now have a slight little heads up on what you could be winning. Alright, so let's finish up now. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think of haters and fanboys and Mormons and blah 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 Latter-day Saints that come to your front door. We won't get into too much religion. Let's leave it all video game related down in the comment section down below. Don't forget to give the video a like and subscribe if you want to see all of our videos here from Aussie Gamers Express. If you don't like me, I'm not the only one that puts videos up here. We've got a few people that do so. So, until my next video, I will see ya!